What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary 40. Want to thank my sponsor, Steel Supplements. Link and discount code down in the description. And if you have not signed up for Webull, now is the time to celebrate. See what I did there? To celebrate fractional shares, they've got a great promotion only until July 20th. Use the link down in the description. Just sign up. They're going to give you a stock value between $300 and $300. But if you deposit $5 or more, I know you have $5. Tomorrow will be the 5th. You'll have $5. They will give you another stock value between $8,000 and $2,000. You can sell the stocks if you want. It'll be the fastest $13 you make, or put it into fractional shares, Tesla, Apple, Facebook, AMC, doesn't matter, whatever you want to buy. It really is an amazing promotion. I hope you guys take a couple minutes, do something good for yourself, and take advantage of it. Now let's talk about this video, because this was a long time, and during this video I actually realized EA has stepped their game up a little bit. They've deleted a lot of content that they used to have on their website. I don't know why that is, but I want you to look at Madden 22 here. This is the trailer that they put out last week. They talk about dynamic game day, and through this whole trailer, you see what they're adding to the game. And I joke that I cut this off in my prior video, but I want you to understand, new celebrations is right down at the bottom of this list. And when you sell it in your trailers, when you sell it in your marketing, we have to ask ourselves, in all sincerity, how much does a celebration really matter to gameplay? To me, it's not much. But just how much EA uses this really cheap tactic to try to sell you a new game. It goes all the way back to Madden NFL 09 in a celebration trailer that they have. So this is not something new to EA Sports, but it's incredible to me that as consumers, we continue to just allow them to push this narrative that celebrations are improving the game, and it's a selling point, and it's a marketing point. It's something we care about, and that's why I really think it's interesting that some of these things have went away. So I want to go back and revisit. This may have been the first time they sold it, but Madden 25 was a really big push. You know, they talk about this game designer who spent time watching the NFL and gathering celebrations, and how much this was going to add to the game in terms of the emotion and the feeling that you would get. But what's really intriguing to me is just how many of these recorded animations no longer matter, because a lot of these players aren't even in the league anymore. So think about all the time that got wasted while EA researched, while their game was just absolutely playing awful, celebrations. It's just about as meaningful as this. You know, the Flavortown edition of Madden, right? That's what I view hand in hand with celebrations. Like, if you sold me this, I would probably be more accepting of celebrations. But I want to talk about some of the things EA has actually gotten rid of. I had to track them down on the PlayStation blog, where they talk about the team celebrations. And they talk about bringing more celebrations from the NFL to the game than ever before. They had Juju do a celebration training trailer, and they showed all the team celebrations, and this was a huge push for them. Now, 2 years later, they're going to have a 0.2 user score. But understand, at the moment, they're focusing on celebrations to sell this game. Move forward and take a look at, if you remember, the big push for custom celebrations. So this goes right in with Homecoming for Longshot when they redid the second episode. We're about to get the third. User-controlled celebrations was that much of a selling point. So you've seen Madden 09, Madden 25, Madden 19, and of course, in case you forgot, even last year, Madden 21. Celebrations, taunts, end zone dives. This is direct from their trailer. Now, they used to have a kind of a breakdown trailer that talked about how you could make your opponents relive that moment with this feature, but interestingly enough, all those pages now just redirect to Madden 22. And I don't even know if that's interesting enough, because to be fair, as I just showed you in the beginning of this video, they're still sitting here selling you celebrations. This is a game that truly lacks so much. This is a game that inspires very little repetitive play. This is a game where 80% at EA's level, 80% of gameplay is done against the computer. Why do you need to celebrate this much against a computer opponent? What is it really bringing to the game, right? Is the computer going to celebrate against you? Are you going to watch that? are you going to skip through that? Years ago, recording player-specific animations for players that aren't even in the league anymore. That space couldn't have been devoted towards actually putting more tackles in the game, more catches in the game, more blocks in the game, better movement of players. Instead, you bogged the whole system down. The motion capture I showed you in Madden 19, you have a full team of players there, and you're devoting time to recording team celebrations. There's a reason why this game isn't improving. I'm not saying that making one aspect of the game better doesn't make the game overall better. But I think as a community, we have to understand, Superstar KO did not make Madden as a whole better. SpongeBob Stadium did not make Madden as a whole better. But when you take a look at maybe putting in new commentary, putting in new animations, having new interactions between players, or editing, like we see this year, how receivers and defensive backs are going to interact against each other, that can actually bring the whole game better. Now, before I actually looked into this, if you had asked me how many times in the past 3 or 4 years had EA pushed celebrations as a selling point, I probably would have only said once. I didn't realize in terms of going back that it literally has been almost every single year. I don't know what the reaction as a community we need to even have to EA Sports. You'd think that it would be natural for them to know, we don't want to hear about this anymore. This is just fluff. This is just extras. When your game is incredible, when your gameplay blows 2K out of the water, when your graphics are best in class, how about when you just get your next-gen game onto PCs? Because you haven't done that yet. Then, and only then, should you start to worry about going in and adding all these little nuances. Because the reality is, if no one wants to play this game, no one's going to be using these taunts. No one's going to be doing these end zone dives. And no one's going to care about any celebration that they get to hand select against the computer. This is the end result of not listening to your customer. This is the end result of looking at a broken product and refusing to do the hard work, the hard programming, the hard logic, and instead taking the easiest of the easy ways out. You're recording celebrations when you don't even have all your blocking animations taken care of. You've got celebrations being motion captured, but your left-handed quarterbacks don't have their rollouts right. In any other world, this would be a joke, but for EA, it is absolutely a reality. You've got a trailer right now that shows a quarterback throwing the ball and his hand has to go through the ball to accommodate it. But they want you to focus on celebrations, taunts, and end zone dives. You know, the only taunt that I see in this community is Sean Grady and Clint Oldenburg taunting us with a terrible football game while they celebrate God of War. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking out. Hope you have a great holiday. And you know, when you've got a company focusing on celebrations and taunts, I will be back in the week with more commentary.